all, thank you so much for having me here. It's definitely an honor to be here and talk about the EB5 industry. My presentation is not up, but we don't need it, right? So I'll let you know. This is, of course, let's start with a disclaimer. This doesn't constitute an advice, a legal advice. It's very important that if you or anybody is interested in jumping into this category, that you approach an immigration attorney, a U.S. immigration attorney that specializes in EB5 industry. So a little bit about myself. My name is Claudia Jimenez. I'm an attorney in the US. I'm also an attorney in Mexico. I'm a partner in one of the most reputable firms in the EB5 industry. My partner, David Herson, he is not only my partner, but also my mentor. He's been in the industry since conception in 1990. And since then, we have been serving the community, the immigrant community, to safely immigrate to the US through this category. The EB5 category is a beautiful category. It's a category that was created in 1990 by Congress, the US Congress. The objective? Help the economy of the US through generation of employment. Long story short for the EB5, if you are an investor, this is specifically for wealthy individuals and high net worth individuals that wanted to invest, but not only in any project, but invest in a project that will help the US economy through this generation of employment. Not all of the projects qualify, and for these gentlemen to be here talking to you about this project, they already went through many filters with the US government in order to be here. But my job right now is exclusively to talk about the legal aspect of the EB5. The first and most important step is to identify and make sure that this is the best strategy for you and your family. Second, choose a good project. And let me tell you how this works. The EB5 process from the investor side is at 3 steps. The first step, it's called the I-526E, the EB5 petition. At this stage, the investor must have already invested at least $800,000 in a project that is in a targeted employment area. This means that it's a high unemployment area. Why? Because Congress wants to direct this investment to the areas that need that extra push for the generation of employment. This being a very unique project, already had passed different filters. It's ready to start accepting investors to start capitalizing its project. From the EB5 investor side, once you filed and once you invest, you can file your first stage. If you're inside the US, a great benefit is that you and your family, who is included? The principal applicant, the principal investor, spouse, and children under the age of 21 and that they are not married. If they are living in the US with another visa, or they are currently in the US with a valid visa and they file their petition, the first stage, they will be able to file the second stage, the conditional green card, at the same time. With this, the government of the US not only allows these nationals, and in this case, Indian nationals, to reside in the US while he's spending, their green card is spending, but they can also request for a work authorization and travel authorization. It is very important that you go with an attorney that will analyze your situation, and not only from the legal side, but also from the family planning side, to make sure that you are completely covered. If you happen to be outside the US, your process will be simple, the same. The second stage, for you to obtain your green card, your conditional green card, you will have to visit a US consulate. All of this process will be handled by your immigration attorney. Your immigration attorney should be the one who coach you, who guide you to see, one, if this investment and this category is the best for you. When we file their petition, the first stage, we also have to prove your source of funds. Why? It's very important for the government of the US that all of the money that come into these projects that will generate employments meet certain standards. These standards are that these funds must be yours and must be from illicit activity. How do we do that? Your immigration attorney will take care of that. That's why it's so important that you go with someone that has experience in the EB5, like my firm and the firms that are here together with me, which is a pleasure.
Thank you.
In the last stage, the third stage will be the last stage for the process for the investor. This is called the removal of conditions. Why? In the first stage, we already proved your money. We already proved the project, right? In the second stage, every single individual of your family will have to apply for the conditional green card. So they will have to prove that they meet the standards to become U.S. conditional permanent residents. The third stage, what they want to know, what the government wants to know, is about the project. They will go back to the project and they will ask them, have you done everything that you promised in that first stage? At that point, from the investor side, you only have to fill out basic information, and your immigration attorney will be the one in charge to communicate with the project to obtain absolutely all of the documentation related to the project so we can prove every single requirement needed for this third and last stage, which is the removal of conditions. Once this is done, congrats. You are a permanent resident of the United States, you and your family. And after that, it's up to you if you want to become a citizen. It's definitely a magnificent category that has been in existence for years, serving multiple nationalities, but in specific, the Indian community. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm attorney Claudia Jimenez. I'm a partner at David Hurston & Partners, one of the most reputable firms in EB5 in the industry in the US. We are categorized as one of the top 25 attorneys in the country, and we are here exclusively to talk about the law side. The guys, they wanted to make sure that the Indian community and the potential investors have all of the information. We have been serving the Indian community for decades, helping those families to safely immigrate to the US, not only taking in consideration those high net worth individuals and the challenges that come with that, but also the family planning that involves. We understand how important it is for the Indian community to stay together, and we're here to navigate this beautiful EB5 process. The EB5 category is a category that was created in 1990. The goal of this category is to increase the economy of the US through the generation of employment. Those individuals that invest in this type of categories, they are not just coming to the US, but they are strictly, directly being part of the growth of the United States.
How to attract the Indians to America?
Well, I feel like Indians are naturally attracted to America and have been for generations. And we are just here to serve them and give them an option that is suited to their status.
Thank you.